Imagine a vast ocean, blue and endless. The waves stretch out as far as the eye can see, merging with the horizon in a seamless blend of sky and water. Now, picture a small ship sailing across this vast expanse. Its sails billow in the wind, carrying it forward on a journey of hope and uncertainty. On board are people leaving their homes, seeking a new life. They are filled with a mix of fear and excitement, leaving behind everything they know for the promise of something better. These are the colonists sailing to a land called America. They have heard tales of this new world, a place where they can start anew and build a future for themselves and their families. They dream of freedom, opportunity, and a fresh start in a new world. Their hearts are filled with hope as they gaze towards the horizon, imagining the possibilities that await them. The journey is long and dangerous. The sea is unpredictable, with storms that can appear without warning, tossing the ship like a toy in the waves. The colonists face storms, sickness and hunger. The conditions on board are harsh, with limited food and fresh water, and many fall ill during the voyage. Many perish along the way. The sea claims its toll, and the loss of life is a constant reminder of the perilous nature of their journey. But their spirit does not break. Despite the hardships, they remain determined, driven by the hope of a better life in the new world. They are driven by the hope for a better future. Each day brings them closer to their destination, and their resolve strengthens with every passing mile. Finally, they reach the shores of America. The sight of land fills them with relief and joy, knowing that their long and arduous journey is finally over. This new land is unfamiliar, filled with challenges. The dense forests and untamed wilderness present new obstacles, but also new opportunities. But it is also a land of promise, a place where they can build their dreams. With determination and hard work, they begin to carve out a new life, laying the foundations for future generations. Life in colonial America was not easy. The early settlers faced numerous hardships and challenges as they tried to establish a new life in an unfamiliar land. Most colonists lived on farms, which were the heart of their daily existence. These farms were not just places of work, but also homes where families built their lives. They worked hard to clear the land, plant crops and raise animals. Clearing the dense forests was backbreaking work, but it was necessary to create fields for planting. Families toiled together from sunrise to sunset. Every member of the family had a role to play, and their combined efforts were essential for survival. Men ploughed the fields while women tended to gardens and livestock. The division of labour was clear, and each task was vital to the farm's success. Children helped with chores, learning the value of hard work from a young age. They gathered firewood, fetched water, and assisted with planting and harvesting. Farming was the backbone of colonial life. It was the primary means of sustenance and the foundation upon which communities were built. It provided food for families and crops for trade. Surplus produce was often bartered or sold, helping to support the local economy. The colonists grew corn, wheat, beans, and squash. These staple crops were essential for their diet and could be stored for use throughout the year. They raised cows, pigs, chickens, and sheep. Livestock provided meat, milk, eggs, and wool, which were crucial for their daily needs. Life on the farm was a constant cycle of planting, tending, and harvesting. Each season brought its own set of tasks and challenges. It was a life of challenges, but also of simple rewards. The satisfaction of a successful harvest and the warmth of a family meal made the hard work worthwhile. In the growing towns, merchants were busy with trade. They opened shops and sold goods from England and other colonies. These shops offered fabrics, tools, spices and other items that colonists needed. Merchants also bought goods from local farmers and craftsmen, creating a bustling economy. Ships arrived from England, laden with goods. They sailed back carrying furs, tobacco and lumber from the colonies. Trade was essential for colonial life. It brought in necessary goods and generated wealth for the colonies. Sadly, not everyone in colonial America experienced freedom or opportunity. Millions of Africans were forcibly brought to America as slaves. They were treated as property, denied basic human rights. Enslaved Africans worked on plantations, growing cash crops like tobacco, cotton and rice. Their labor enriched the colonies, but they received no reward for their toil. Life for enslaved Africans was brutal and unjust. They endured unimaginable cruelty and hardship. Their story is a dark chapter in American history, a reminder of the cruelty of slavery. When the colonists arrived, they encountered the Native Americans who had lived in America for centuries. These indigenous people had a rich culture and deep connection to the land which they had cultivated and respected for generations. The relationship between these two groups was complex and often fraught with tension. Misunderstandings and differing worldviews frequently led to conflicts, as the colonists sought to impose their ways of life on the Native Americans. At times, they traded and cooperated with each other. The exchange of goods such as furs, food and tools was beneficial for both sides, fostering moments of peace and mutual respect. Native Americans taught the colonists how to survive in the new land, sharing their knowledge of farming and hunting. They introduced the colonists to crops like corn, beans and squash, which became staples in the settlers' diet. However, as more colonists arrived, they took over more land, pushing the Native Americans westward. The colonists' insatiable hunger for land and resources led to the displacement of many Native American communities. This led to conflicts and wars, resulting in the displacement and death of many Native Americans. Battles were fought and lives were lost on both sides, but the Native Americans bore the brunt of the suffering. The story of their interaction is a tragic reminder of the consequences of colonialism. It highlights the resilience of the Native American people and the profound impact of European colonization on their lives and culture. The colonial economy was diverse and growing. Besides farming and trade, other industries emerged. Skilled craftsmen like blacksmiths, shoemakers and carpenters were vital to colonial life. They made and repaired essential goods for the community. Shipbuilding was another crucial industry. Ships built in the colonies transported goods and people across the Atlantic. The forests provided lumber, and skilled shipwrights constructed sturdy vessels. The growth of these industries strengthened the colonial economy and paved the way for future development. Religion played a central role in the lives of many colonists. Most colonists were Christians, and their faith influenced their values and daily routines. Churches were centers of community life, where people gathered for worship, education and social events. Religion provided comfort and guidance in a challenging world. It gave colonists a sense of purpose and community. Religious freedom was a cherished ideal, driving many to seek a new life in America. As the colonies prospered, tensions grew between England and America. England imposed taxes and laws that angered the colonists. They felt that they were being treated unfairly, without representation in the British government. The colonists' desire for freedom and self-governance grew stronger. They began to question British rule, sowing the seeds of revolution. The cry for no taxation without representation echoed throughout the colonies. Colonial America was a time of hardship, resilience and transformation. From the arrival of the first settlers to the brink of revolution, the colonists shaped a new society. Their experiences laid the foundation for the United States of America. The values of hard work, self-reliance and the pursuit of freedom continue to resonate in American society. The story of colonial America is a reminder of the country's complex past and its enduring legacy.